If you run a business, you already know this. Bad information leads to bad decisions. And right now, AI is everywhere. But AI is only as good as the data behind it. The best AI is built on the best data. That's why I recommend NetSuite. NetSuite is the #1 AI cloud ERP, and more than 43,000 businesses run on it, including us here at Ramsey Solutions. Their AI isn't bolted on, it's built in. And it connects everything that runs your business. Accounting, inventory, customer data, all in one place. Because when your numbers are connected, AI actually works like it's supposed to. NetSuite's AI helps flag cash flow problems, spot inventory issues, close your books faster, and cut down on manual reporting. If your revenue is at least 7 figures, go to netsuite.com/Ramsey for a free product tour. That's netsuite.com/Ramsey. John is in Atlanta. Hi, John. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
Better than we deserve. What's up?
I steal that line, so I hope you don't have it trademarked.
Nah. I stole it somewhere. I just forgot where.
That's funny. So it's an interesting predicament. It's not really a predicament. I'm really fortunate to be in the position that I'm in, and the Lord has treated me great. But essentially, the last 2 years, I've made about $300,000 plus or minus.
Good for you.
Thank you. And it kind of seems like the money just disappears. I'm not a big spender. I mean, I've bought big things, but I'm not a big spender. But I don't have as much money left over from that as I should. And where the change is yesterday I made a pretty big amount of money, and the first thing I did was log on and talk to people on how to build a shop on my property. And I kind of stopped myself and I was like, all right, this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm 28 with this much money. I'm trying to take a step back and be like, all right, how do I turn this into more without spending? And just wanted some insight on it. And
good for you. Are you single?
I am. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, the good news is you don't have anybody to control but you. The bad news is there's nobody to gripe at you. I mean, you have no accountability.
Right.
How do you make the money? What kind of business is it?
So I'm a land broker, so I sell like farm, ranch, and hunting and fishing.
Good for you. That's fun. I've got a friend of mine that does that. He makes that kind of money and more. Yeah, well done. That's great.
I'm really fortunate to have a job that I love.
Yeah. I get to walk around on beautiful land all day long.
Yeah.
That's neat. All right, our drive on it. So here's the thing. The emotion that you're having is that it's regret, it's disgust that says, I make too much money to have nothing to show for it. Yuck. It's a bad taste in the back of your mouth, right?
Yeah, I would say yes.
Yeah, and I want to use that and say, okay, I'm going to lean into that and use that to say, that's going to force me to fix this. Because you don't want to wake up 10 years from now and have made $4 million over the last decade and have zero, except a new shop in the backyard.
Agreed.
You know, and
Right.
that's what you're saying. You're saying that out loud. So the first step to solving a problem is recognize there is one. So you're right on target. The way you fix it is you develop a detailed game plan before the month begins. Okay? And so download the Every Dollar app, and we'll give you a year free on it, okay?
Okay.
And I want you to start with saying, okay, this is my monthly budget. Now, your budget is erratic because your income is.
Sure.
But
it's also cyclical, which is why this is important now.
exactly. But we also need to set a baseline of what it takes to operate survival per month. Okay, so if you're making $300, and we said, okay, we're going to spend $10,000 a month. That's $120 to operate the household. That's
about what it is right now with mortgages, and I do say that plural. And
not a bad guess then. Okay, so but if it's a little bit more, a little bit less, I don't care. But set that baseline and lay that out and say, okay, where does this $10,000 per month go? Or $12,000 per month. Give every one of those dollars a name, and then beyond that, I would do one of two things: is I would have a list, forced ranked, of where extra money goes. Force ranked meaning the first dollar beyond $12,000 this month that comes in goes to this number one thing until it is completed. Then the number two thing until it is completed. Then the number three thing. And so you've got a prioritized spending list beyond your operating monthly budget. Does that make sense?
It does.
That spending could be generosity. It could be buying a shop in the backyard. It could be investing. It could be paying off the mortgage. But, if I get an extra 10 grand, the first 4,000 is going to this, and the next 6,000 is going to this. And have that done before you get the money. It's laid out, and you're just going like doing a to-do list. The most important thing I'm going to do first, and then I mark through it, and only then do I move on to number two, and I mark through it, and then only then do I move into number four and mark through it. And I've lived off of that system for 30 years because I've always had an irregular income because I've always been self-employed.
Yeah. I think one of the hard things for me, which I say hard, it's not, it's very doable, and I know it is, but so I've been in real estate for 7 years. The first year I made 12 grand. Second year I made 24. Third year I made 76. And it wasn't until the fourth or maybe fifth year where it really started to pick up. So, I was really not scrapping, but I was really, having to somewhat pinch pennies and fortunate enough to have a supportive family. But putting this amount of money in this spot when they're big numbers like this mentally is really tough for me. I know it's the right thing. I completely agree with everything you're saying. I'd be dumb if I didn't. But I tithe 10% of all money that let me rephrase that. I donate, instead of using the word tithe, I actually have a question on that if we have time, but I donate 10% of all the money that I make. And when that goes away, and then I have taxes, and then after that, it's like that number just shrinks, shrivels up so quick that it makes me nervous that I don't have cash. Yeah.
Well, think about I get a royalty check in from a publisher that's a substantial number, and I'm a tither. I'm an evangelical Christian. I give a tenth of my income to my local church, and so 10%'s gone, and 40%'s gone for taxes. Mm-hmm. So 50% of that check is gone before I even start the budget.
Yep.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
so, and that's the world.
That's just reality.
Yeah, you're just one of those evil rich people that you should be taxed into oblivion. So,
well, you just have to tell yourself that off the top. Like if I've got $20,000 coming in, it's like you don't even let yourself feel.
I don't have 20. I got 10.
Yeah. That's just the way your brain needs to start working.
Yeah, and that 10 is already spent on this prioritized list.
Yeah.
And so I don't care what you do with the money because I know if you do it on purpose, you're going to do smart things.
That's right.
You're very few people say, I'm going to budget, half of my income to completely blow it. No one says that. No one does that intentionally. Uh-huh. They only accidentally do that because they don't have a plan.
Well, that's what they do. And I've been guilty of it. It's I account for all the necessities, mortgages, car payment, whatever those, insurance. And then the rest is just in a pile called treat yourself. And then that's where all the money goes because you think, well, I budgeted the most important things, but that's the zero-based budget teaching, which
Again,
is
I don't care if you treat yourself, but just write it down.
A line item.
Just say, and if you want to give yourself the whole thing to treat yourself, make yourself write it down.
Yeah.
And then you're going to go, that isn't really what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do want to treat myself, but I don't need $10,000 for that.
That's right.
I don't really need $100,000 for that. I need $2,000.
And you're in control of it at that point, whether you do or you don't.
So it's the old thing John Maxwell says, a budget is people telling their money what to do instead of wondering where it went. And John, that's really the crux of your question. You tell your money what to do instead of wondering where it went. And You know, you always have some fun in there. You always have some generosity in there. You always have some investing in there. And fun equals lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's a lifestyle purchase. That's a couch, a car, a trip, a shop in the backyard, a gun, a motorcycle.